Welcome to another Fish On fishing tip. Today we'll be targeting trout down here in the pristine southwest of Australia with the fly. It's a very deadly little technique when applied correctly, so come with me and we'll take a look. Well, here we are. We've arrived in our beautiful lake or dam. Now this could be anywhere in Australia, and the techniques that you'll see me using today can be applied throughout southern mainland Australia and Tasmania. We'll start off with the gear that we're using, a simple fly rod and reel. It's a 6-weight outfit with a 6-weight clear intermediate line on it. That enables us to fish the surface, the middle or the base of the water column. The fly line's connected to a tapered 4-pound leader or tippet, and that's connected to our fly. Now, we keep all our gear on us in one unit so it's nice and accessible. A fly box full of flies in here, your leader material and tippets, scissors, your file, everything you need, all on here on your fly vest. Secondly, camouflage gear. The brighter your clothing, the louder the noises you make, the more you'll spook trout. You need to walk around the area and be very careful not to spook these fish. If they see you first, they become very difficult to catch. Rubber pants, such as these waders, enable us to walk around through the water wherever we'd like to go, stay nice and dry, and they also protect us from snake bites. A good hat, a pair of polarised sunglasses so we can see through the water, protects our eyes from flying hooks and flies and things like that, and we're ready to go. Let's go and see if we can catch one. How to join a tapered leader to your fly line. Now, most fly lines come with a braided loop that you can put over the end. I find them far too visible for these tricky little trout, so what you need to do is just bend the end of the fly line over, whip it with some binding and glue it. That way you'll have a nice little loop. Put a loop on the end of your tippet, and it's just a loop-to-loop join. It's nice and simple, neat, and very effective. From there, we run down our leader to our fly, which is simply connected with a nick knot or a uni knot. Both those knots you can find on the Fish On website. Check them out. Now, it's very important that when you get to the area that you're going to fish, that you take a real good look around for signs of what the trout might be feeding upon. It could be anything from little mud eyes, catching insects, little yabbies, flaxy minnows, anything like that. So take a good look around, try and find out what the local trout are feeding upon. Also, approach the area very quietly, slow down, take a good look around. Make sure you've got a good selection of flies and leader material on you so you can match anything that you find. That's the way to go. Watch this. Here's a close-up look of some popular wet and dry flies that can be used throughout southern mainland Australia and Tasmania. Now, there are a couple of different casts that you can use out here on these beautiful lakes and dams. They require a little bit of skill, so watch this. First one is a medium length cast. It's all about pulling with your left hand. That's how you get the line speed. You don't do anything with your left hand, the fly's just going to flop around in the air. So, if you do have anything at your feet that's going to tangle the fly line, you're better off getting it out of the way. Provided it's dead and not living, of course. Okay. Alright. A medium cast. This is a medium length cast, and it's all about pulling with your left hand. That's how you get the line speed. Pull, 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 and let it all go. You don't do anything with your left hand, the fly will just flop around in the air, you get no line speed. That's how you cast a long distance. That's a medium cast. I'll show you a longer cast in just a minute. Now this is a long cast. It's very effective for covering ground out here on these big lakes and dams. It's all about hauling with your left hand. Hauling backwards, forwards, creating line speed, and then firing as much line out as you can. Start your retrieve. That's the way to catch trout in these big open areas. flies in the water, there are a couple of little retrieves that'll help you catch a few fish. Now, it's deep water, so we'll let the fly sink down a little bit, and then it's just a matter of slow, short retrieves. What they imitate is 90% of a trout's food. Those things that you see swimming in these freshwater systems will all move just like this. That's what you make your fly look like. You can also mix it up a little bit. Try a faster retrieve, followed by a series of stops and little twitches, or long, slow movements. Mix up your retrieves until you find out what's working on the day, and you'll catch a few trout. It's always a real good idea to watch your fly or your lure right to the bank. Could be a big trout following it. You don't want to pull it out of its way. You want to keep it right there in front of it. When you get your fly in, roll it back out and start casting. Just getting out of casting range. They'll come in another 10, 15 feet, we'll get one. Oh, here we go. Quite what we're after. Well, what a tussle. There you have it. Beautiful little rainbow trout taken on the fly down here in the pristine southwest of Australia. What a pretty little fish. There he is. We'll get him back in where he belongs. This beautiful big hen brown was taken on a 6-weight fly outfit, 4-pound tippet and a big black woolly bugger fly, and is the quality of fish you can expect to encounter once mastering the skills explained throughout this video. Note the thick round shape of this female, or hen brown as they are sometimes referred to. Both the body and head shape of larger male and female brown trout are generally quite different from each other. This rampaging buck brown is hooked on a 6-weight fly outfit, 4-pound tippet and a big brown woolly bugger fly. As you can see, these big bucks can prove to be a real handful on any tackle as they leap and crash their heads into the lake's floor in an attempt to throw or dislodge your hook. Landing these larger fish can be tricky, but once the fish is played out, you can either comfort lift your fish, which is the preferred method if the fish is to be released, or you can simply net or beach your fish. In this instance, I decide to beach the fish and take hold of it as quickly as possible to ensure that it remains free from injury. As you can see, male or buck browns have a very defined hook-shaped jaw and sloping forehead, along with a much deeper and narrower body shape compared to henfish. They also have a nice set of sharp teeth designed for crunching larger prey items, such as freshwater crayfish and other small fish. there you have it. I think there might have been a bit of a hole out there. And there she is. A beautiful big rainbow trout taken on the fly down here in the southwest of Australia. What a great fish. See you next time on the Fish On website.